tonight's drive, we are heading to Lowe's on FSD beta 10.8.1. It's extremely cold out today, about 8 degrees. I hope everybody got a chance to watch my video I posted last week of me living out of my car till the battery got down to 10%, or excuse me, down to 20%. That was actually using some of the techniques I've learned. I'm taking the Casey Neistat course on monthly.com, and that was my first project video that I put together. I'm going to be starting filming for my second project tomorrow. So far, 10.8.1 has been, at least for me, it's been kind of a regression from 10.8. It seems to make a lot of mistakes. I mean, 10.8 to me was perfect. I was very near perfect compared to, there was a real progression. But 10.8.1 seems to have gone backwards in a number of areas. I'm going to leave the heat off to keep the noise down, but it's getting really cold in the cabin, so I'm going to turn that back on. That was a great right turn. It waited just long enough, pulled out with enough force. See? So there was a nice jerk. And here's the first problem. See how far away it is? I have to push the gas to get it to close the gap there. I don't know why it did that. Again, it didn't used to do that in 10.8. 10.8.1, it started leaving large gaps in between cars at stop signs. And there it turned into the right lane, or excuse me, it turned into the oncoming traffic lane. Now it's swerving all over the place. Okay, finally made it onto the highway. Blinker staying on. Okay, now it's driving off the road. So this is what I've been experiencing with 10.8.1. So we haven't even gone a couple miles, and you can see, if you compare this to my video where I drove to get bagels when I thought it was a near perfect drive, this has been the complete opposite. I feel like I went back a month or two in the software builds. Also, that error comes up a lot about applying force to the wheel, even though there is no warning on the screen. Well, that is the warning, but you don't get the usual, yes, you don't get the usual pulsing blue. As I was saying before, I hope everybody checks out my video of me in the car, kind of living out of my car. I ended up making it about 29 hours. I think I started at about 88% battery, and I ended up having to leave to pick my kids up at, I believe I got down to 23%, and then I had to go. So, but I made it about 29 hours. The temperature in the car was around 65 to 70 degrees. Overall, great experience. Definitely makes me a little more comfortable if I were to get stuck on the side of the road, to know I'd be able to last that long. The opposite of my comfort level for driving with this current build. The one thing it does do better in 10.8.1 is it seems to do a much better job of determining where the road edges are when the road is completely covered with snow. It did a much better job of that. The other day we had a snowstorm come through and the roads were completely covered, and it did a significantly better job determining where the road markings were. Now I think we have a blizzard coming through this weekend, so I'm going to get back out and actually record a video driving around when the roads are covered in snow, just so you guys can see the progress there. Alright, left-hand turn coming up here. Alright, so it was in the other lane. Now granted, the roads are pretty dirty right now, but the roads were dirty when I was driving in 10.8, and it was not doing this. So we have a right-hand turn coming up next. It's coming in really hot. Okay, that was way too fast coming into that corner. Okay, we made it to Lowe's. Thank you for coming along for the ride. If there's anything you guys want me to see me test the car with, feel free to leave it in the comments, and I'd be more than happy to put something together for you.